Good morning. I just want to show you a quick review on how to do just basic modeling. So up here is our ribbon, just like any other Microsoft. What we can do here is we're going to go to File and we're going to go to New. If you remember, SOLIDWORKS has three distinctive parts. You model a single part, you can assemble all the parts into one final assembly, then you can make your drawings. Today we're just going to do a basic model. So we're going to start with part. We're going to click OK. Now here's your actual ribbon. You'll notice that the ribbon has different tabs. Each tab has different commands in it. But we're going to just stick to the first couple. So we'll come back to Features. We can't start anything yet. Remember, every feature has its own individual sketch. So let's go to the Sketch tab. Now we're going to start the Sketch command. Here we have a front plane, a top plane, and a right plane, just like any orthographic drawing. Front view, top view, and an end view. So for right now, let's start with the front plane. The front plane is where you're going to have most of the detail. So I'm going to hold down the Control key, hold down my center scroll wheel, and I'm just going to drag this little double red arrow down here. This is your origin. This is 0, 0, 0. Everything must start at 0, 0, 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a sketch. So I'm going to come up here to my ribbon. I'm going to pick on the line tool. I'm going to come down to 0, 0, 0 because that's where I'm going to start. Get a little orange dot right there. I'm going to left click. I'm going to move the mouse in upwards direction. I'm not worrying about how long the lines are. I'm just making a sketch. I know those who might have used AutoCAD, you have to enter each line as you go. But in SOLIDWORKS, you just sketch it out. Now as you notice, I come down here, and then I get this little blue dotted line. That's lining me right back up with 0, 0, back to the starting point. Left click. Now it's done. Come up here, I'm going to click on the little green checkbox, and click OK. I'm done inserting lines. Click it again. So now we have to define our drawing. So what we're going to do with basic definitions is just a simple dimension. So we're going to use Smart Dimensions. Left click on Smart Dimension, and let's start. So what I can do is I can just pick a whole line. Try to stay away from endpoints when you're doing dimensions. So just click on the line. I'm going to just drag it down. Notice I just enter it in, 6.0. So right now that's 6 units. What we really want to do is work in thousandths of an inch and make sure it is in inches. So we're going to come up here to the top where that little gear is. Click the little down arrow, go to Options. I'm going to go to Document Properties. I'm going to come down and click on Units. We are in inches. But the one thing we do have to change is the length. So we'll come over here, click on decimals. So right now it's just on tenths, hundredths place. Click the little down arrow, put it on thousandths. Click OK. Notice this automatically changed to thousandths of an inch. So let's continue on dimensioning. So again, I'm just going to click on a line, staying away from those endpoints and midpoints. Let's make this 3 inches. Alright, this is probably going to give us some problems. So I'm going to use Control and Z at the same time to back up one space. So let's come over to here. This is where our problem was. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this line, and I'm going to click this bottom line. Whoops, we got out of the Smart Dimensions. So let's click the little green check box, go back to Smart Dimension, click this line, and we're going to click this line. This is a second way of adding a dimension. And let's just put in 1 inch. So now, let's come back over to here and double click. Let's change that to 3 inches. That looks much better. So let's continue on. I'm going to just click this line this time. We want smart dimensions there. Let's try to get it out of smart dimensions. Let's start smart dimensions a second time. Let's try this line. Here we go. And this wants to be 1 inch as well. Now notice, we don't really have to define the height of this line here. We know this is 3, this is 1 from here to here, and this is 1 from here to here. We don't need to put that in. That would be over dimensioning. So let's do that actual steps. So we'll just click on this line. Let's make that one 2. And let's click on this bottom line and make that one 2. Now if you notice, everything is now turned black. It's fully defined. Let's click on our Smart Dimension tool to get out of that command. Let's click on Exit Sketch and get out of that command. And let's go back to our tabs and click on Features. So now what we're going to do is give this some depth. So I'm going to click on Extruded Boss. And right now it's on 1/10 of an inch. Let's change that to 2 inches wide. Little green checkbox. And there you have it. There's your very first model. Alright, some other quick little things. If you come up here to where it says View Orientation and we click on this, we get our glass box. If we click on this front box, as you can see, they kind of highlight as you hover over them. Left click on that box, takes me right to the front view. The other shortcut for this is if you hit the space bar, it will also take you to the glass box. Hover over this side, takes me to my end view. So let's add a second feature. Let's put a hole through the second step. So I'm going to go to Sketch tab. Now let's start the sketch command. So now we don't have our front view, top view, and end view anymore. Now we're going to be working off each individual plane of the model that we already started. We want to put a hole through this plane. So as I hover over that plane, it kind of turns a little orange outline. So I just left click anywhere in that plane. It's going to turn it. I have my computer set up so it automatically turns to the view I want. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up and we're going to click on the circle for a hole. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hover over this top line. There's that little spot right there, the little orange dot. That's my center point. So I'm going to come down. If you notice a little blue dotted line, it's good. So now I'm going to come over to this line. There's the center point for there. Hover over that. Start coming back. Now you watch. It's going to make a connection. There it is. Right now I know I'm in the exact center. So let's give this a dimension. So I'm going to come up to my tab, Smart Dimensions, my ribbon I mean. Left click on the perimeter of the circle. Left click. Type in 1. And there's my circle. Now I know I drew that in the exact center. But where it's still blue, what I really want to know is to have it defined exactly. It's quick and easy because it's perfectly in the center. So I don't have to enter anything. I can just define it. And we want to go from this line to the center point. And that should also be 1. See, now it turns black. It's fully defined. Little green checkbox. We're done dimensioning. Let's exit the sketch. Now let's go back to features. Let's turn this a little bit so you can see what's going to happen here. There's that little blue outline right there. That's our sketch. So now we're going to come back up to our ribbon where it says extruded cut. I'm going to click on extruded cut because I want to make a hole. It's going to make a cut. Let's come over to defining that hole. Right now it's on blind and it's going to be 2 inches deep. But what I want to do is I just want to make it 3/4 of an inch deep. So I highlight it, type in 0.750 for 750 thousandths. Little green checkbox. Little green checkbox one more time. And there's our hole. Our second feature. Now if you look over here on our design tree, here's our 2 features. The very first one is the extrusion that made the part. And the second one is the cut. for the hole. There's a little triangle right beside that. We click on that, and it opens it up. There's the sketch. The very first one. Click on this little down arrow, and there's a sketch for the hole. Now if I hover over this, let's say we want to make the hole smaller. So I hover over this, I'm going to right click, I'm going to come up to the paper and pencil where it says edit sketch. It takes me back to my sketch. Let's change this to a 1/2 inch so you can really see what's going on. So we'll put in 500 thousandths and enter. So now come back up to our ribbon. We're going to exit the sketch. When you come back down, it automatically updates it. If we come back up to the boss, do the same thing. Right click. Now what I want to do is I want to make my extrusion thicker. So I'm not going to change my sketch. There's the edit sketch. There's my edit feature. And left click on that. And let's change it to 3 inches. Enter. Little green checkbox. Now if you notice, it did make it thicker. However, our hole is no longer in the center. So again, let's go back and fix that. Come back over to our design tree. There's the sketch for the hole. Right click. I'm going to edit the sketch. Let's change this. There's a center point. We changed it to 3, so that's going to be half of that. So let's just change this to 1.5. And enter. Put it right back in the center. Exit the sketch. There you have it, your very first model. Okay, give it a try, and we'll move on to the next video.